It's a new business week, a new time to talk about business. It's Business 360, and my name is Blyden Okem. In Business 360 today, we'll look at key features in the world of business. We'll begin with economic data around the world, the expected data releases for this week. This week, investors will eagerly follow the FOMC minutes and their release for the additional insights into the Fed's plans for the remainder of the year. In the U.S., we bring a flurry of significant economic releases, including China's industrial production and retail sales, GDP and consumer prices for India, inflation, unemployment and retail sales for the UK, Canada's Consumer Price Index CPI, Australia's unemployment data and interest rate decisions from Norway, the Philippines and New Zealand. Also interest rates, inflation. The French cosmetics chain L'Occitane says it will close the enormous human suffering company by retail outlets worldwide and had sales of one has stockpiled 300,000 carats of diamonds under new regulation that compel miners to pay half of their royalties using commodities, according to the state-run Sunday Mail. Central Bank 50 kilograms or around $20 million. The value of the diamond stockpile is hard to quantify, he added. Zimbabwe and the rest in cash as a Southern African country seeks to build its mineral reserves. In Nigerian naira to settle dates owed to local contractors this year, according to reports. The dates were listed as promissory note 22 by the Debt Management Office. According to Investopedia, a promissory note is the note's payee, a definite sum of money, either on demand or paid from the general revenue and assets of the Federation. Now today, 9 naira in May 2023 to 1,285 naira in June 2023, as the pump price of premium motor spirit rose by 98% or 636 naira within 1 month, according to the Transport Fair Watch and its report for June 2023. This included the breakdown of bus journeys within the cities per drop on a constant route and bus journey intercity. It said bus fares rose by 120.63% from 582 naira paid by commuters in June 2022. The PENCOM report. New few thousand naira monthly stipends withdrew 7.79 billion naira funds in their retirement services account with their respective pension fund administrators in 1 year. According to reports from the National Pension Commission's quarterly report on en-bloc repayment and payment to the retirees, there were those who had less than 1.6 million naira in their retirement savings account withdrew the total and exited the contributory pension scheme from the second quarter of 2022 to the end of the first quarter of 2023. The joint 133,738 retirees when they retired. PENCOM had earlier granted approval for the payment of entire insufficient to procure a programmed withdrawal or annuity of a reasonable amount over an expected lifespan. Still on pension. 237 billion naira from the retirement service and savings account since the National Pension Commission opened the window of to the second quarter of 2023. According to PENCOM of 2023, up from 24,963 who moved 111.67 billion naira in the first quarter of 2023 and others. Motor spirit, popularly called petrol, would rise to between 680 naira per litre and 720 naira per litre in the coming weeks, should the dollar continue to trade from 910 naira to 900 to put their plans on hold due to the scarcity of foreign exchange to import the commodity, 145 naira per dollar at the parallel market on Friday. Oil dealers said the CBN importers and exporters official window for foreign exchange, which boasts of a lower exchange rate of $50 million required for the importation of PMS by dealers. We'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll be looking at global economic data understandings as well as the commodity markets and the forex markets. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. It is Business 360. My name is Blyden Okem. Looking at global economic standings around the world, beginning with percent in July 2023, the lowest since July 2021, down from 29.3% in the prior month. In the northern Tigray region, droughts, the Ukraine conflicts, and the lingering effects of COVID-19. Prices slowed down for both food at 27.3% against 28% in June, and non-food products 31.1% against 31.4% previously. On a monthly basis, consumer prices rose by 2.6% in July after increasing by 3.3% in the month before. Quickly, let's move to the charts indicating Ethiopia's inflation rates. The charts this morning. According to reports and statistics from Central Statistical Agency of Ethiopia, as of October 2022, inflation stood at 31.7%, moving higher to 35.1% in November last year. This year, inflation had dropped to 33.9% before slowing down to 32% in February and moving even higher to 34% before dropping slightly to 33.5% in April. But there were consistent decline from 30.8% to currently the effects of the currency in the markets. Now to the commodity market. Oil eases after 7th week advance. WTI crude futures eased below $83 per barrel today after rallying for 7 straight weeks on tightening global supply as China-related uncertainties and a stronger dollar weighed. Investors continue to fret about a sluggish economic recovery in top crude importer China, while awaiting industrial production, retail sales, and employment data on Tuesday. Saudi Arabia and Russia curtailed supply. The international energy demand could surge to a record 103 million barrels a day. Still looking on business. Let's move to Friday's market to look at the standings in the commodity market before we move to the market this morning. Friday's commodities updates. Gasoline rose by 2. Top on the list was German electricity spot prices at a negative 20.21%. Natural gas EU Dutch number 2 TTF at a negative 4.74%. Natural gas UK GBP at a negative 2.88%. Cotton 2.86%, as well as sugar 1.59%. Based on Friday's market, let's move to the energy market this morning and see what the prices of the commodities are this morning, beginning with the energy market and afterwards industrial market and metal market. The energy market this morning has given an outline of negativity for most of the commodities, most importantly crude commodities. Crude oil, current price, the US crude is $82 per barrel, dropping 0.234 points. For Brent, which is Nigeria's price benchmark, current price is $86 per barrel, dropping 0.189 points, a negative 0.22% decline. Natural gas, gasoline, natural gas has gained a 0.03 percentage point. $2.8 is the price, gaining 1.44% appreciation. Gasoline heating oil in market 3,830 Chinese yuan per ton is the price. Cobalt similarly no significant difference in the morning market. Lead dropping 31.25 points this morning, $2,100 per ton is the price. Aluminium also dropping 19 points this morning. Tin dropping a whopping 428 points this morning, $26,457 per ton is the price. To the metal market. Metal market has indicated some positivity for gold, but not The volatility level is quite low. Gold's gaining 0.74 points, iron ore gaining 2 points this morning. The agricultural market. Data from the agricultural commodities indicate soybeans moving higher, 13 points this morning, gaining just 13 points, $1,350 per bushel is the price of soybeans. Wheat gaining slight 0.98 points this morning. Lumber, no significant difference. Palm oil dropping 15 points, and the price of palm oil is 3,702 Malaysian ringgit per ton. And it forms the crux of the conversation in the commodity markets. Let's level in 5 weeks, as a stronger than expected U.S. producer inflation report for July field bets that the Federal Reserve will keep interest rates higher for longer. The dollar strengthened across the board and climbed to multi-month highs against the yen and antipoding currencies. Let's talk about the 100 per US dollar threshold in mid-August, a new low since the onset of the Ukraine conflict, extending the year-to-date loss to about 38%. Yesterday, President Putin's economic advisor, Mark's policy, was the main reason for the plunging currency. Quickly, let's have update from Friday's market and which were the best currencies at the close of Friday's market. Mexican peso appreciated by 0.72%. The top currency losers were Russian ruble last week Friday, a negative 3.03%, a Swedish krona, a negative 1.37%, and South Korean won, negative 1.1%. The top gainers at the closure of Friday's market were Mexican peso, 0.72% increase, dollar index 0.35% increase, and British pound 0.12% increase. Quickly, let's move to the market and see what the Euro USD performance and other majors would be in the market this morning. The euro against the US dollar, current price is 1.09 point mark, gaining slightly this morning, a 0.05% appreciation, while the pound against the US dollar hits the mark of 1.26 points, after dropping away from 1.27 points at the closure of Friday's market, but a slight improvement, not definite. To worsen the value of the Naira. In less than 3 weeks, the Naira lost 100 Naira after sliding from 860 Naira per dollar to 960 Naira per dollar at the Paro market at the closure of the market on Friday. Before the Central Bank of Nigeria enabled the free float of the Naira against other global currencies in June, the Naira had traded at 4, floated the local currency. The Naira fell to 664 Naira per dollar the next day. But quickly, let's move to the market and see the price level of the Naira this morning, and afterwards the Paro market indication of the Naira. This morning, the US dollar against the Naira, 767 Naira equaling $1 on a year-on basis, has been 83.29% appreciation for the dollar over the Naira. At the closure of Friday's market, the Naira stood at 844 Naira to a euro, the euro gaining 1.52 points. Similarly, the pound gained 4 points over the Naira at the closure of Friday's market, 977 Naira equaling £1. Let's move to the Paro market and see the standings in the Paro market this morning regarding the Naira against the major. Dollar to Naira, buying rate 950 Naira equaling $1, and selling rate 930 Naira equaling $1. Pounds to Naira, it's 1,205 Naira equaling £1. The decline continues for the Naira, and the struggles at 1,175 Naira to a pound at the selling rate. The euro to Naira stands at 780 Naira equaling €1 at the buying rate, and selling rate 750 Naira to a euro at the selling rate. And quickly, let's look at the cryptocurrency market this morning, what the prices are. For Bitcoin, Bitcoin is dropping 20 points this morning, 29,379 US dollar for 1 Bitcoin, a decline of 0.07% drop. Ether, 1,846 US dollar is the price of 1 Ether, dropping 7.74 points, a negative 0.42% decline. Binance has gained 4 points this morning, 1.68% appreciation. Cardano, Solana, and Ripples all a little here, a little there. Time to look at a global stock market. Asian stocks fell today as sentiment took a hit from Chinese developer Country Garden's trading suspension of 11 onshore bonds, geopolitical risks involving Russia, and a strong U.S. producer inflation report. Investors also braced for key economic data in Japan and China this week. Shares in Hong Kong and mainland China led the sell-off, while Australian and Japanese stocks also declined. Let's quickly move to the Asian stock market and see what the prices for Asian stocks are this morning, and afterwards the African stock market and Nigerian stock market today. The Asian stock market. The Asian stock market has indicated huge decline for some of the major stock market, especially ones in Japan. JP 225 at 32,060 index level, dropping 400. CSI 300 dropping 28 points this morning. Shanghai 50 at 2,549 index level, dropping 20 basis points, a negative 0.76% decline. The Sensex gaining 50 points only this morning amid all the other stocks market as represented here. Now to the African stock market. An identity of the African stock market has indicated positivity for the Nigerian stock market this morning after hitting 65,338 all-share index level, gaining 12 basis points this morning, a 0.02% appreciation for the Nigerian stock market, while the South African stocks are on the negative, a drop of 480 points this morning and 503 points this morning respectively. Egyptian stock EGX 30 gaining 160 basis points, 18,016 index level, and the Nairobi 20 stock, it's no significant difference in the market. And quickly, let's look at the Nigerian stock market this morning, what the outline is this morning. Early this morning, Nigerian breweries, after hitting 14 naira per share this morning, dropped a negative 2.5 points this morning, a negative 5.88% decline. It's dropped by 2 naira 50 kobo in the morning market. Okomo oil palm also dropping 1 naira 20 kobo after hitting 263 naira 80 kobo per share, a negative 0.45%. But Guinness Nigeria's gained 6 naira 5 kobo this morning, 10% gain, 66 naira 55 kobo per share is the price. And the rest of the components in the market are little here, 60. Thank you for watching. My name is Blyden Okem.